To start with, the art in this is super sketchy. If you're looking for pristine art, it is not here. It also has a very cartoony look to it that, for whatever reason, gives me Hanna-Barbera cartoon vibes like Huckleberry Hound. I wouldn't say it looks childish or that the characters look particularly youthful, but it does have a western cartoon vibe. I wouldn't say that's bad or anything, it's just unique. Something else that's super unique is how much body hair is in this. I'm so used to seeing all of these Manhwa men who are either completely hairless or have the smallest amount of crotch hair possible. But now we have Callahan. This man has so much hair all over, and I love it. With that said, if body hair is not your thing, stay far, far away. One of the reasons I think the art gives Huckleberry Hound is because of the story itself. It is very serious, with a gang trying to kill Callahan while he's trying to escort Johnny to his death. These moments are intense, but often end just as they begin, with some level of cartoony escape or trick on Johnny or Callahan's part. Don't get me wrong, it still has very thrilling moments, but the speed at which the characters careen through them gives Monday morning 20-minute cartoon segment vibes. This series is 29 episodes long, including the epilogue, prologue, and author's note. Yet it tries to do a buddy comedy road trip with smut scenes sprinkled throughout on a Wild West backdrop. It's just so much packed into what I think is too small of a package. Plus, there's a mystery. One of the main points of contention in the story is whether or not Johnny really is Johnny the Grifter. There are multiple moments where his character comes into question, such as his lying about his mother and the murder he took part in. But once they reach their destination, someone who looks just like the shitty drawing is arrested and charged with crimes. This seems to confirm that our Johnny was not the con man after all, except it seems to suggest that he actually was all along. It's this weird flip of the script that doesn't feel satisfying or realistic in any sense. I can't express how disappointed I was when Johnny playfully tried to avoid admitting that he was Johnny the Grifter. I'm all for a villain growing and becoming a hero, but we don't even know he's a villain until all is said and done, so it feels a bit like a betrayal. I just didn't like the timing of that reveal, especially when the story ends soon after. Before we head out, I think it's important as a degenerate to talk about the smut. This is non-con dub-con heavy, which is already going to scare most people off. I don't mind it myself, so that wasn't a problem for me. Thankfully, it isn't entirely dub-con and non-con, and some scenes in the consenting portions are absolutely delectable. There's a moment in an inn where Johnny makes one of the best IAGO faces I've seen in Smutty BL. I love it. I wouldn't say most of the scenes are that nice to look at, thanks to the cartoony and inconsistent nature of the art, but that scene is chef's kiss.